Hung Van Gogh is an amazing makeup artist. I'm obsessed with his Instagram, the makeup looks he does on celebrities, on models. It's all so beautiful. And he posted these two photos, this one right here and this one right here. Two very, very beautiful looks, very, very similar. It's just like very intense gold shimmer all around the eyes, which is something I don't think I've ever done on my eyeballs and you don't see very often. And then this one has a brighter orange lip. This one has a muted kind of more browny orange lip. It would appear in this photo anyway. So I thought it would be fun to kind of take inspiration from this, try to recreate a similar look. I want to do a really beautiful, like blown out golden shimmery eye, a little orangey moment on the cheeks and lips, and just feel all over glamorous. And let's just try and make ourselves feel extra fabulous right now and get up with the award seasons, you know what I'm saying? So this video is sponsored by Sephora. Thank you so much to Sephora. All of the products that I'm going to be using in this video you can find at Sephora. I will have each product that I use listed in the description box down below. Be sure to check it out. And if you aren't signed up to their Beauty Insider program, definitely do. If you are shopping at Sephora, there are a ton of different levels depending on how much you spend each year. I personally am a VIB Rouge, and you collect points for every dollar you spend at Sephora, and they have a lot of amazing perks that you can redeem your points for. A lot of them for me being travel size skincare and hair care. You get a little birthday gift every year. It's definitely worth checking it out if you are spending moolah on makeup and you weren't already signed up. Definitely do so. And again, all the products that I use on my face will be listed down there. So definitely check it out, Sephora. Thank you so much for being the mothership of all things makeup. I'm gonna start by giving my face a good spritz with the Lila B Aglow face mist. I want that to soak into our skin while we do the makeup. And I wanted to do, this is actually very Patrick Ta-esque, learned this tip from him, to put under eye patches while I do the eyes and then do the face after. So I'm taking these Skin Iceland Hydra Cool Firming Eye Gels, these right here, and he puts these on the models and people whose makeup he's doing while he's doing their makeup. So you're cooling your under eyes, you know, getting all the benefits of it, but then he also uses it as a map for eyeshadow. So I'm just kind of trying to make that line here. And then he does the eyeshadow while you are soaking in the under eye patches. And I always wear under eye patches. I don't know why I never do this. Trying to make them somewhat even. We're gonna put the eyeshadow on here, and this will be our little guide as to where we want to place the eyeshadow. So that, I'm gonna put some Agave Plus from Bite Beauty lip treatment on my lips. And that can soak in while we are doing the makeup as well. So the first thing I'm actually gonna do is fill in my brows, because I feel like once the brows are filled in, this kind of gives you a nice map for while you're doing your makeup. It kind of acts like a guide. And I don't normally do my eyebrows and eyes before I do my base, but when you're doing more glam makeup, I feel like it's a good habit to get into so you have no fallout. We're using a lot of gold sparkles today, so I want to try to make sure that we are minimizing the amount of fallout. Well, that just looks very intense, doesn't it? All right, so I'm gonna go in with the concealer that I'm gonna be using today. This is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, and using this to kind of prep and prime the eyelids. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this concealer. Goes a very, very long way. So I'm just placing a tiny bit of that, and I'm gonna blend that out with a big fluffy eyeshadow brush and use this as our base. And then there doesn't appear to be too much depth in the eyeshadow. It does seem to be just a big, beautiful gold sparkly base all over. But it would feel odd for me to not do a little something something. So I am gonna take my Hoola bronzer, the bronzer that I'm gonna be using on my face. When you put the same bronzer on your eyes that you're using on your face, I find that it just really gives it an overall seamless look, like everything's kind of connected, which is, I mean, what I want when I'm doing my makeup. So using this bronzer will just create the same kind of natural warmth and shadow that we're creating on our face. These under eye patches are super great, actually. I'm realizing how much product actually flips under the eye area as I'm doing this. And then I do think that there's a little bit of a deeper shadow just at the outer corner. So the palette that I have in front of me that I'm using is the new NARS Afterglow palette. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this brown right here and just put a tiny bit of that onto the outer corner of the eyelid, just deepening up that outer bit of the eye. And see, it's not too much darker than the bronzer, but it's still adding just a nice little amount of depth out there. Okay, so now just to thicken up the lash line, I want to do a little bit of a liner first. There appears to be a little bit of extra depth on the lash line, and I want to layer the gold on top of that, so I am going to do this first. This is the Marc Jacobs Earthquake Highliner, and I'm going to use that to line the lash line. I'm not creating a very visible flick with the liner, I'm just making it blend out so that there's no kind of edge to the line, I guess. It's just like smoking out and blending in with the shadow that we've put onto the outer corner. I don't want a definitive line, but I still want it to be like elongating that lash line. It's not ending abruptly. Keep that liner out, we're gonna use that later, but for now, we're dipping into the gold. So I have my Shiseido Aura Dew. I've also got the 2 golds in this NARS palette. This one's the more it's not even gold, it's like champagne. I think that one might be nice with a little bit of this intense gold layered on top to give it that similar look. And then if you wanna add more glitter at the end, I also have the Starfire Heavy Metal Liner from Urban Decay. So let's start with the Shiseido Aura Dew. I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. The base is laid. Let us go in with this little shade here. I'm kind of scared now. This seems like so much shimmer. This one's pretty much the same shade as the Shiseido Aura Dew, so I think I will dip into this more yellow gold. And I might do that with my finger. And just press that on. Yeah, I love this combination. Wow. I'm just gonna blend that right to the inner corner as well. Just let the gold fly everywhere. I am gonna take the mascara. This is the Fenty Full Frontal Mascara. We'll do the lower lash line later after we've done the base, but I do just want to put the mascara on the top lashes. It doesn't even seem like he applied any false lashes either. The lash is actually quite light. The shimmer is really taking the show in this photo, which I love. Oh my god, that would have hit my cheek. Wow, these are so great, these little warrior barriers. All right, the time is nigh. I'm gonna remove, whoa! Oh wow, look at that crisp, slick line. Does that look weird? I need an up close look at this. Whoa, that is so cool. We have such a smooth, that looks kind of weird. I'm gonna definitely have to blend that out after. Let us do the base. I'm gonna do this little mixture that I tried out in my review video earlier on, the Lila Bia Glow Priming Oil, and I'm gonna mix in my Drunk Elephant Debronzy Solution. These two together will make a very lovely warm base. Wow, it's so weird having done my full eyes and eyebrows when I'm applying primer. My favorite mixture with this base is the Nudestix Tinted Cover, so I'm gonna take about a full pump, and it actually has really nice coverage with it. I do just love the look of this and how healthy and glowy this little combination is, so. I do have my beauty sponge on hand. I'm just gonna go around the edges and make sure that I blended that out nicely. It's like I have an anthill on my forehead. I swear one's gonna crawl out at one point and say hello. All right, going back in with the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This one's great because it's kind of just an all-over concealer. You can use it under the eyes, on spots. Let's just pile on a whole lot on that zit area. And then take my beauty sponge and just blend that concealer out. I'm gonna use a little bit of powder. This is the Bite Changemaker powder. Just dusting a little bit of that. A little bit just down the center of the face, just to make sure that everything is set in and ready to go. And then going back with the bronzer, the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm gonna use this to really chisel out and warm up that cheekbone. She's very, very contoured in this photo. And the cheek is very, very blended, like right from the apple of the cheek and right up. So I'm just gonna focus a lot of that here. I'm gonna take a little bit of this down my nose as well. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow highlight. And just press that right on the tops of the cheekbones and blending it up and around the eyebrow. And putting a little bit up here as well. And then for cheeks, I'm gonna start with the Nudestix Sunset Strip. If we need a little bit more of an orangey, corally pop, then I might go on top of it with Poppy Girl, but I wanted to see how Sunset Strip looked on its own. I think it's a pretty good match for the shade that she's got going on. Yeah, in that picture. I don't know if this is kosher, but I'm just gonna rub a little bit of that on the lips too, just to give me some life until we get there. And then I'm gonna take my stipple brush and just blend that out. She's got a pretty prominent cheek in this, so I'm just gonna be blending that kind of all the way up where we put that bronzer. It's such a good blush. I love that color so much. All right, no to the Poppy Girl. I don't feel like we need it. Let's line the lips though. I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta lip liner and She's Proud. Just to define the lips, give them a little bit more shade. And then with the lipstick as well, I didn't have a shade that matched this exactly. I don't know if it's just like the filter that's on the photo. I mean, filters, especially on Instagram, can always skew the exact color of a product, but to get this like general shade to match here, I wanted to mix these two lips together. This is Fringe from Nudestix, and then this is Red Square from NARS. So I'm gonna start with Fringe, which is like a nice, deep, kind of a true brown. And I'm gonna use this as a base. And then I'm gonna take Red Square, I'm gonna put some into the center of the lips, and then take a lip brush and just use that to really draw out the shape. I think these two shades mixed together are pretty close to what she's got going on there. Okay, let's go back to the eyes. Going back in with our Marc Jacobs highliner. There's a little bit of liner action on her lower lash line, but it's not too intense. So what I'm gonna do is take the highliner. I'm not gonna go all the way onto the waterline. I'm gonna press this kind of like half on the waterline, half right in the lashes. Hopefully my words are making sense. Otherwise, I hope that you can see that. So I'm not drawing like a thick pigmented line in the waterline. I'm just putting a little bit. And then I'm gonna dip a small shadow brush into that light brown that we used and just blend that out. I'm pressing it right up to the shadow that we placed on the upper lash line. And then there's gold. There's gold on the lower lash line as well. So I'm gonna press this gold. Give me risque. Risque indeed. Right on top of that. I kind of want a bit more gold, so I am gonna take this Urban Decay liner and press that right into the inner corner and just blend it into the lid. And just do that right onto the lower under eye. Ooh. Ooh. And my friends, we can let our hair out, and this is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoy it. Let me know how you think I did in the comments down below. All of the products I used on my face will definitely be linked in the description box down below. If you guys like this video and you want to see me attempt to recreate more looks, some red carpet looks and fun things, let me know and give me a thumbs up on this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Make sure you hit the notification bell because subscribing is not enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!